So in trading, as they always say, discipline is key. Right now I'm about to show you a trade that went south because I didn't implement discipline based on the guidance that I even verbalized in the video. I should have took profit when opportunity presented itself, but it went south. But it's a good learning lesson so that when I'm trading with real money, I understand how to stick to the plan. Because if you don't stick to the plan, then you find yourself chasing candles or chasing the trend, hoping that you can recoup from the losses. And that's how people dig a deeper hole. So it's good that this happened on the paper trading in the demo account versus in the real world. That's how you gotta position yourself, to learn from the losses so you can position yourself for future gains, stability, longevity. That's what you want to maintain in a trading game, longevity. Can you stick to your game plan, secure your profits, hit your targets, and fall back? And in this video, I think I break it down in a way that you can get a nugget out of it too. And if you want access to the system that helps you know when to take a sell, when to take a buy, and positions you to learn as you earn, then it'll be a link down available below. So I decided to check out a couple of the markets, looked at Bitcoin to take another trade. Initially, it was 3 out of the 4 signals that we talk about that was, green. So I was just gonna do it just off of that alone. But then later, I saw that some money came into the market. The momentum was there. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and hit a buy. Now, my goal is to, I was trying to record, so I could actually take in profits already by now based on it going halfway to the TP. So that's what I'm looking for, to go halfway to the TP1, to take profit 1, mainly because initially when I was placing the trade, it wasn't all 4, it was just 3 out of 4. So in this scenario, as soon as it goes up a little higher, I could take the profits. However, it may run up to the TP1, but I set my goal to say, you know what, let's abide by the initial rules. If it's 3 out of 4, you only go halfway to the take profit, and it's pushing up halfway to that take profit. And once it does, I'm gonna go ahead and secure it just out of discipline and lock in those profits. I could lock in here right now if I wanted to. Again, this is the demo account, so I'm just taking as many trades as possible to just get an understanding of how it all works, so that way when there's real money on the table, I've already got the reps in. I already know what to expect. Little to no emotion is going to be connected to the trade because I've already developed a level of discipline by getting the reps in. That's what it's all about. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being scared. Test it out in the demo account so you can develop the emotional fortitude necessary in order to endure the ups and the downs. And then if you see a level that you're cool with, then by all means, you can go ahead and take those profits at the level that you're okay with based on your daily goals. We just want to put tools in place that can help you hit those goals sooner than later. Now, right now it's going down, it's reversing. Of course, I'm talking through the video, so I probably would have did it a little different if I was in a live trade. It'd be more quiet. I'd be more paying attention to what's going on because I knew that halfway to the take profit was a possibility of where would be the best place to enter. Now it's going in the negative, so this would be my fault if I didn't secure any profits, just due to the fact that where it was at, I could have took the profit. But I'm just doing a video to just let you know what you're looking for, how it works. So some of what I'm saying, I'm paying attention to the number, but not fully from an angle of teaching at the same time. When I'm actually trading real money, I may be recording the screen and may do a voiceover on the back end because I want to make sure that I'm fully focused and not putting myself to risk losing unnecessarily just by trying to teach at the same time. But long story short, the main things you're looking for is the daily buys. You're looking for a buy signal. In this case, it was a reverse buy. That's where that star is right there. And then you're looking for the bottom areas to be green. My apologies. Reverse buy here, daily bullish up there. You look for both of these to be green. That gives you an A+ setup. Now, initially when this reverse buy came, this was gray. So that's what made me say, okay, I'm looking for, since it's 3 out of the 4, only 1. It had a little green. That's 2, and then 3. Then instead of me waiting for it to hit TP1, I'm waiting on it to hit about right here. And I could have actually caught it right there because that's about the halfway mark. But since I was recording the video, I actually missed that opportunity to catch it and seal it in. So I just start talking through it. But as you can see, the guidance is clear. When you have the opportunity to buy, and then take profits at the level that we instruct. If it's only 3 out of the 4, you take it halfway there, or when you feel comfortable with it. And sometimes it may take a while. I believe it still has the potential to hit TP1 and probably beyond, but it's just a matter of understanding what the rules say. And the rules say, go ahead and take the profit here. And then if you want to let it ride longer, that's on you. But at least you know and have a strategy if it's only 3 out of the 4 data points that we're looking for. So I'm gonna let this trade run just a little bit longer because it's the demo account. And what some people say is when you're doing the demo account, just get familiar, because it's a lesson in it all. It's a lesson in waiting it out. It's a lesson in seeing it hit the stop loss to minimize how much money you lose. It's a lesson in seeing if it's going to push through the stop to take profit. But you have to know emotionally what you can handle. And if you know you're not trying to lose a certain amount, secure your profits early. Choice is yours. If you know that you want to get out of the trade before it actually hits the stop loss, then that option is yours as well. And I've just chose to ride it out. But next time when it goes up, if it goes up while I'm recording this right here, I'm going to go ahead and secure the profits, just because, I don't want to let it do it again. And then all of a sudden I was in the green heavily enough to go ahead and take the profits when I could have. But I just want to use this as an educational opportunity to show you that I'm testing out, trying different things, but making sure that I'm sticking to the rules of the things that are already set up in place, so we can know when it's a good time to take the trade, knowing that fluctuation happens. It may go into negative temporarily, it may go into positive temporarily, but it is still a good amount of momentum in the market to the green. Just looking at the green bar and the wavelength portion there, there's still flow coming in, which means that it could push to the upside. Again, secure your profits, then you just wait for the next setup. If you want to just do that once a day, great. If you want to pay attention and trade multiple times a day, that's on you. But you don't want to get in the mindset of over trading or chasing. You want to look for A+ setups, and if you implement a setup that's not an A+, but it's 3 out of 4, find that halfway mark. And it's a way to do it using a ruler, but you find that halfway mark and let that be your new take profit mark right there in between. So just wanted to point that out. And as I can see now, I see that the momentum is fading because that has turned to gray. So we'll see. It may actually go down, but if it goes up, I'm going to go ahead and secure it because the momentum bar has faded out. That doesn't mean it can't still push up beyond the TP1. That ain't what they mean. But what it does mean is you just got to pay attention to it. And then, of course, it's a TP2 up there. So that's just the take profit 1. And it's a TP3 even higher than that. But you just want to pay attention to what's going on, so that way you know what you're doing and why you're doing it. So let's see what it does over these next couple of minutes. And then I decide how I want to navigate or move from there. So it's going up, just negative $7 right now. Let's see what it does over the next couple of minutes. And this is the 2-minute chart, so each bar represents 2 minutes. For those of you who are traders, you already know. And I'm a beginner trader, so I'm definitely not an expert, and I want to make sure I continue to talk as someone who is brand new, so you can know that anybody can use this system to get familiar with trading, learn trading along the way, and ultimately get results just by following that 4-point check system, and continue to learn as you go. That's what it's all about. So if you want access to the system, it's a link down below. I actually had a guy who was setting up his chart, and he was like, man, as I go through the training of setting up the chart, it's starting to get clearer and clearer, because you learn little pieces. You're not looking to make a home run in information in one day. You're looking to just collect little data points that give you the ability to have a little more confidence and make a little bit more progress mentally, so that eventually you're able to be much further in the future than you are in the present. Your future self will thank you for you taking that chance and learning trade, learn how to get money from the market. I just realized today that it's $1 trillion industry in trade, meaning that $1 trillion goes through the market on the daily. That's pretty significant. So if the transfer of wealth is happening, why not be a part of the transfer of wealth with a certain set of rules? If this goes down further than this, that's my fault that I didn't take it when y'all saw the opportunity there. But this is a demo account, and that would be a good lesson that I lock in even in the demo account, so that way if that happens with real money, I'm more prone to secure the bag and be okay with it, whatever bag you secure. Meaning that if it pushes through TP1, don't start trying to chase the candles. You don't want to get into chasing the candles. You want to stick to what you came to do, execute on that, then wait for the next setup that fits what it is that you're looking for. So I know I said a couple of things over, but repetition is a part of learning. And if you are okay with understanding that repetition is a part of learning, you never know. It might be the 20th time that something is said before it actually makes sense. It might not make sense the first time, the second, the third, the 10th. And later you realize, now it makes sense. Now I get it. And that's what has to happen in many cases. I can say I'm, guilty of that as well. Not guilty, but I've been the person who had to learn things multiple times, and then it finally clicks. But you have to get that lesson, however it means for you, whether that's bumping your head multiple times or learning from somebody else's mistake, learning from your own mistake, taking the L, whatever it takes in order for you to learn that lesson. I'm gonna keep this trade open, and then I'll pause for now and see what it ends up doing ultimately. So pick back up. It was at a big L. It should have kicked me out of the trade at the stop loss. I believe it will. But that's a lesson. That's a lesson within itself. Again, I'm showing you real time. Gonna take some L's, gonna take some losses. This is a demo account, trading Bitcoin, so it's very volatile. But I could have easily been in profit had I just executed the trade. But I was trying to create a teachable moment and wanted to talk a little bit more about what was going on. Then it started reversing, and as you can see, it's reversing indefinitely. That said, lesson learned. So I'm documenting both. Wins and losses. I accidentally had to pause it for a second, and I believe then it had a confirmed sell signal right here, which means it would have been an opportunity to place a sell. But anyway, I believe I had to X this trade out on my own, since this is the TradingView demo account, and I would have just exit out at a loss. But this is a clear teachable moment as well. Once you know where your take profit is, if you were supposed to take it halfway there, take it halfway there. So this is a teachable moment, just showing, hey, don't let things stop you from your original plan. And in this case, this turned it out and resulted in an L. But I'm glad that this is in a demo account, because this is a good lesson that I can take with me into a true money account that I'm likely not going to have to repeat that error again. So every trade has a lesson within it. Whether you took profits, whether you didn't take profits and you shouldn't, you had the opportunity, it always has some type of lesson within it. Mr. Smith signing out. If you want access to the tool absolutely works and is effective, then take advantage of the tool. Link in the bio or in the description. Salute.